In this video, you'll learn how to crochet a mug rug. For this pattern, you will need a crochet hook, some scissors, a yarn needle. You may want a little measuring tape and some yarn. To start out this project, we'll only need our crochet hook and the main color that you're going to use for the main color of your mug rug. So not the fringe on the sides, but the actual color of the middle part of the rug. And to start out, I'm just going to make a little slip knot by looping my yarn down and around and then back under itself to make a little pretzel. And then I'll take my crochet hook and lift up that little part near the end of the yarn, up, 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 to get it all snugged onto my hook. Next, I'm going to chain 9. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now I've got on my hook a working loop, and then I have 1 chain from my hook and 2 chains from my hook. And that is where I'm going to put my first single crochet. So in the second chain from my hook, I'm going to insert my hook and draw up a loop, then yarn over and draw through 2. I'm going to repeat that in each of the chains across until we have 8 single crochets. So here's the second one, and then the third. Insert, draw up a loop, yarn over and draw through 2. And in the next, insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. And now we're on our very last 2, so I'm going to insert my hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2, and in that very last chain, insert my hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2, and now we should have 8 single crochets all the way across. So now we're going to chain 1 and turn our work to move on to the second row. For this second row, we'll be going right into the very first single crochet. So in this very first single crochet, we'll insert our hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. And repeat that in every single crochet across so that we have another row of 8 single crochets. And now you're going to just repeat this row until you have 10 rows all together. And now I'm on my very last row of single crochets. So this is my 10th row. So after I finish this very last single crochet, I'm going to cut my yarn and then weave in my ends. I like to weave the ends of my yarn through the bottoms of my single crochets so they're nice and secure, and I'll want to repeat that on both sides. And once the yarn is woven into both sides, all nice, and our little mug rug looks all nice and clean like this, then we're ready to start with our fringe. This is where the little measuring tape may come in handy, but if you don't have one, that's okay. You can kind of just eyeball it. I will be cutting my little fringe pieces 6 inches long, and I'm going to cut 16 little pieces. And this is because I have 8 single crochets across, and I would like to put 1 piece of fringe into each single crochet on both sides. So I'll need 8 for one side and 8 for the other side, so I'll need 16 altogether. And like I said, they're 6 inches long, but I will be trimming them at the end, just giving my fringe a nice little haircut so it's all nice and even. And so if these pieces are not all exactly 6 inches, it's okay. Once all 16 of my pieces are cut, it's time to connect them to our rug. So to do that, I'll take one little piece and fold it in half. Then I'm going to insert my hook into the top of one of the single crochets. And then I will grab the little loop that I made when I folded the yarn in half and pull it on through my single crochet. And then through that little loop now, I'm going to grab the ends of the fringe and pull them through, just like that. And now we've got one piece of fringe attached. Now I'm going to repeat that in every single little single crochet across. Once that whole side is finished, we'll flip it around and work on the other side. But in this side, we're not going to be going through the tops of double crochets. This is actually going to be the starting chain. So you've kind of just got to find the little piece of the chain that's under your single crochets in that first row and just do the same thing. Insert your hook and pull up the little loop of the fringe and then just pull it on through and repeat that all the way down this side of your rug. And once you have put a little fringe piece in every single little chain across, your little rug is completely fringed and looking fabulous. But it may need a little bit of a haircut, so you just want to trim all of those little fringe ends to make sure they are all the right size or all the same length. And once all of your fringe is all trimmed up, then your cute little mug rug is ready for a mug. And I think my mug is ready for some hot cocoa.